Hey guys, it's Chelsa Messenger with Picks and Parlays. We're talking postseason baseball out west, Dodgers and Padres, game three. We've got a promo code for you guys. It's October if you want 15% off the entire site at picksandparlays.net. The Padres used 9 pitchers in game one and even had a guy making his big league debut. So it seems like their pitching staff is already worn down. Full disclosure, we're filming this before the game two is ending, so bear with us. So we're doing like a general preview of what you can expect in game three. We've got Dan the Professor Kaiser joining us. Dan, just thoughts on this matchup in general?
I just think that obviously Dodgers are just the better team overall, and it's what I'm looking at this game particularly is what you just said. I mean, they pulled Clevenger off the I don't know what you call it, the IR or something, because he didn't wasn't on the wild card roster, and he only made it two
Right.
innings. And so, as you said, they used 9 pitchers in that game. They started, the game going right now is Zach Davies. He was bad in his last outing. So who's next? Are they going to pull Lament off I'm not sure if Lament's even on the roster for this game, but if they're going to go Lament or they're going to try to pull a bullpen game. So I think their pitching staff is just wrecked right now, and the Dodgers, not knowing who the Dodgers is going to throw, I'm just looking at a pretty more high scoring game. I think the Dodgers are going to get theirs against the Padres bullpen, and the Padres should be able to score a few runs off the Dodgers pitcher. So I'm looking at this game going over the total, whatever it is, 9, 8, 9, 9.5, anywhere in that range.
Right.
I'd definitely take the over.
I think what I said earlier in the intro is the key, I think, in this one is the pitching depth. The Padres have been running on fumes. They won their elimination game when it came to the Cardinals, and they had a bullpen day. They threw 9 pitchers in that one, and they still won. So that's really impressive. They shut down the Cardinals, but the juice has got to run out at some point. And this is a 5 game series. They're taking no days off in between for the first time in a long time. Usually, these 5 game series in the past, they've had days off for some of these guys to recover, and it's travel days, but they're not traveling. So I just think the pitching depth is a real problem when it comes to the Padres. Yeah, they can hit grand slams. Yeah, they can score runs. They have some really good hitters in their lineup, but so do the Dodgers. And the Dodgers have way more depth when it comes to pitching. They have so much depth that they have some of their really good starters coming out of the bullpen. We saw Dustin May come out of the bullpen in game one. So it just seems like an embarrassment of riches when it comes to this Dodgers team, when it comes to their pitching, when it comes to their lineup. So I think if you like the Dodgers, you take them on the run line because they'll probably be favored by a lot. I think if Lamet pitches, the Padres will have a good shot, but it just seems like their arms are so worn down that it's really hard to take the Padres here.
Oh yeah, I agree. And I think if Clevenger would have went more than 2 innings,
I think it
you
was
know,
one
he
and 2/3. I don't think he got out of the second.
yeah, right. So I think if he would have went more, I think I kind of look at it a little bit different. But as you said, they use 9 pitchers. Even if Lement pitches, who knows what they're going to get from him?
Well, and he's
What
not a guy that normally goes very long either. He normally
Right,
is 5 or 6
exactly.
innings. He's not Garrett
Right.
Cole.
Well, not most people aren't, Garrett. I'll give you that. But yeah, but even coming off of the injury because he wasn't on the wild card roster, who knows what you're going to get from him? I agree with you. The Padres can hit. And that's what I'm count. That's one thing I'm kind of counting on. The Padres can get a few hits, score a few runs. The Dodgers will get their runs and just send this game over the total. But I do agree with you. If you're going to play this game, you would definitely take the Dodgers on the run line. We've talked about this before. I just can't lay. They're going to probably be minus 200 or whatever. That's just a lot to lay on a game.
Yeah, and the Dodgers lineup is fully capable of covering the run line. I think they've covered the run line in every postseason game so far this
Yep.
season. As I mentioned, we're filming this during game two, so bear with us if that's not the case in game two. But I just think overall the depth is the issue here, and it's a 5 game set. So I could be wrong, but I think on paper that's how it lays out for me.
I don't think you're wrong, to be honest. I think that's. I mean, I've had the Dodgers every game on the run line, so yeah, I'd take them again on paper, off paper, eye test, watching them on TV. I mean, it's just the Dodgers
Right.
are just too dominant for the Padres at this point.
I know, and you can probably sense it in my voice. Like I don't love it. I would love for the Padres to win, but it's just on paper, it's tough to go against the Dodgers.
I'm hoping for an Astros Dodgers World Series. That's what I'm hoping for.
I think you might be the only one rooting for the Dodgers or the Astros to advance in any series. That's our baseball
All right.
talk here on Picks and Parlays. Good stuff from Dan. Dan, thanks for joining us.